So we are grateful to the governor of Nasarawa State. He's doing fantastic work there. And you can see there's no traffic. I'm going to find out why we have traffic on the Abuja bound, where H&M is working. If I'm not satisfied with the work, when we get there, you will hear me. Because no one will be spared in 2026. I need your prayers, because I'm going to have a lot of fights. But I'm not afraid of one. Yes. Yes. And you see the comment of Minister of FCT, Abodo Boni. Minister Wike, thank you for, the commendation you gave to Mr. President and, and to our ministry, and we want to assure you as a stakeholder of that place, and of course assure the governor and all the indigenes of Rivers State that that job will be fully completed, and we've incorporated solar light and planting of trees. I'm going to open trailer parks, and vehicle parks along that corridor. And we also have plans to extend that Bodo Boni to the East-West Road with 2 flyovers. And we will also open second carriageway of that Bodo Boni for PPP, for people who may be interested to come and, use PPP to do it on concrete and then toll it. Yes. Yes. Very good. We are no longer going to, if we have 200 kilometers of road, we are not going to be waiting to have money to do the 200 kilometers of road. We are embarking on a policy of rescoping, rephasing, and then funding. So if we know that a contractor that has 100 kilometers of road is going to do 30 kilometers, in 1 year, we are going to be focusing on that 30 kilometers while the other 70 kilometers is being maintained, for, seamless travel. And so you'll be hearing from us in the sense that we have embarked on rephasing, rescoping, and then within the limit of what we can call the budgetary provision, we put about 70% level of confidence on the availability of funds. And so that's what we're going to do. So we are going to be completing projects in 2026 in phases, and we're going to be commissioning in phases. When we finish rescoping, you are going to see our milestones and will be carried along. And director information, if by the end of January you fail to take, journalists to go and commission the projects with a mark for them to commission, we've given you money to do that, then I'll be telling my colleague to send you to another ministry. This is an action year, and nobody will be spared. Yeah. Yes, the marriage has to be consummated. The dowry has been paid. Okay. Any other one? Thank you. Support us. Escalate our policies, please. Thank you. Make a remarkable observation, and I want this month, the department that is in charge of this. I don't want milling to go more than 4 cm of asphalt, because I've observed that they are laboring themselves too much and they're milling up to stone base. That also weakens the road. So they should mill only 4 cm and mix it with the 10 cm stone base and put 5% of cement and then lay it, And when they do that, then they can now put their binder and the wearing. So that is, good for them, and is good for the durability of the road. Because we don't have time, we asked JRB to tell us when he thinks they can finish this their own. We stop at H&M. If I'm not happy with the progress of work, if they have not achieved at least, because they have 2 kilometers on palliative, which we are paying, and then they have another 20 kilometers. So if I have not achieved at least 3 kilometers on the main work, then I may have to take over that job. JRB.
Good afternoon, SSA to Mr. President. Please permit me on existing protocol. I'm here to tell everybody and honor before end of March, we should be able to round up this project by God's grace.
Thank you. You can see the fantastic work that China Harbour is doing. But ab initio, this is part of their work. And they were foot dragging. So when I now described their job and they brought 2 indigenous contractors, that provoked them to, fast track their own job. And this is what we're going to be doing. And so there's a healthy competition between expatriate firms and local contractors. And when you come and see what JRB has done, you will not notice the difference. So I commend you very highly. And this is one of the success stories of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who directed that indigenous contractors must be encouraged. And considering that we are running over 3,000 different contracts, there is no amount of expatriate firms that can cover all these projects. So we must grow our indigenous contractors and then, tie them to, project performance. Do we have questions? Okay, thank you. Okay. The representative of director that is in charge of this, project. That's the Rehabilitation and Construction Department of Ministry of Works. The history of this project is that we have 43 kilometers of roads, realized, awarded to China Harbour by the previous administration at a total cost of 73 billion. When we came on board, the job had not been done up to 2%. And so we decided to redesign the job. And because of price escalation occasioned by the removal of fuel subsidy and floating of the naira, it became impossible for them to, do the 2 carriageway, which is 6 kilometers with 73 billion. And they were also very slow. There was challenges of delayed payments of generated certificate by NMPC. And so what we did was to review the job, to ask China Harbour, phase 1 carriageway of 43 kilometers plus extra 1 kilometer on Abuja bound. And so, at a contract sum of 73 billion. And then they were still very slow about the job. So we encountered a lot of, concerns about, the deplorable situation of the Abuja bound, with traffics sometimes up to 7 hours on Abuja bound. And so what we decided was to, section the remaining, we gave out 2 kilometers of the remaining 42 kilometers to H&M to fully construct using the same method that China Harbour is using under emergency procurement, remaining 40 kilometers. And then we invited H&M again to take additional 20 kilometers, and construct under emergency construction to lessen the problems of the, commuters. And then we brought JRB. We made it very clear that we didn't have immediate funding because the NMPC was, transiting out of the project, which the president approved, by August 1st. And so we told JRB and the H&M, if you will be constructing immediately, and then when we are paid, and then we will pay you. So we gave 20 kilometers to JRB and 20 kilometers to H&M in addition to his 2 kilometers. Now, from what we have seen, GRB has completed about 5 kilometers, leaving 15 kilometers, and is working in about 4 sections. I have seen the little work that H&M did in the first 2 kilometers, under emergency distance, which we have funding for. But I'm not happy with the quality of his work for this 2 kilometers. For the other 20 kilometers, he has done nothing. And so, I'm directing you to withdraw the award letter on the 20 kilometers of H&M immediately with effect from today, and invite H&M to our office for meeting on the remaining 2 kilometers. If we will not complete the remaining 2 kilometers within the next 2 weeks, I will also terminate the job. So the 20 kilometers to H&M is terminated, and is irrevocably terminated. And so you have to, in your department, look for a contractor who can undertake to complete the job within 6 months, and then not minding our, funding method, but be sure that the president has directed that this will be adequately, funded. This is very important. And then, sir, you have to talk to your, the director, head of your director. You need to deploy new sets of engineers to come and they be on this job. This location, we should open the drainage. You should have to force China Harbour to open the drainage so that, we should be able to do the right thing. Remove the caps and use machine to lay the caps, and then concrete the medians. And of course, I will engage the SSA on, community engagement to discuss with them on how they can plant trees for us, and then maintain the trees, in most of our federal highways. So, sir, I am directing you, and I will fight if within 2 weeks we don't see reasonable action on this project. Within 2 weeks. And then infraction from the contractors, I need to know. Okay? If JRB can, not interfere with what is doing in the other section, and can take this 20 kilometers in this section, and within 1 week, expose, construction in not less than 4 sections in this 20 kilometers, then I advise that you go and discuss with the head of department and PEM secretary, and then give the job to him. The most important thing is the welfare of the people. That's very important. And so I have directed, and we have to Kaduna Road. Do you have questions, please? Let me also appeal to Federal Road Safety. I've been appealing to them, and I don't want to fight them. Our federal roads are taken over by traders and by commuters parking their vehicles on our roads. It should not be. You see that we don't have federal road safety in capital city, in Nasarawa state. It should not be. It should not be. They shouldn't go to where there is no traffic and then block the road. If I continue to hammer on this, then I will make a memo to the president about that. So they should clear our federal roads, of, commuters, parking of vehicles, and traders. This is very important. That is their work, and they should do that. That is the major cause of, sufferings of commuters, major source of accident, and major source of insecurity. They should do this. And let me appeal to the users of this road. Within the next 2 weeks, you will see a different, commitment from Federal Ministry of Works. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency. My name is Engineer Chukwuma Kalu. I'm the engineer's representative on the project. We are right now on the reconstruction, completion of the outstanding sections of Abuja-Kaduna Road. And then it's sectionalized into Section 1 and Section 2. We are right now at Section 1. Section 1 has a total length of 40.5 kilometers by 2, out of which we have completed a total of 36 kilometers on concrete. And then it also has an asphalt component in Kano, 6.63 kilometers by 2 roads to the airport, which has been completed and marked. And then we have another 17.32 kilometer section, which we have now in Kano. And then we have 2 sections of 15 kilometers asphalt where the former contractor stopped at Binder. We have completed those 2 sections up to wearing course, and we have totally marked one in Kaduna. The other one is on the road from Zaria to Kano, which we are marking now. We have completed it fully. Then on the concrete, we have...
When are you finishing the wearing?
No, it's completed. It's just the road marking, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Then on the concrete, we have done about 12 kilometers on concrete, most of which are in Kaduna. When we get there, you see the section where they are working. And then the Honorable Minister has directed that we mill the entire right-hand side of the road to make it motorable so that commuters can drive freely and without much discomfort to Kaduna. Right now, we are on that. We have done about 30 kilometers of it out of a total of 69 kilometers available for us to mill. So right now, the milling is still going on, and then the concrete work is still going on. And we are looking forward to making sure that by the end of April, as the contract period, at least section 1 of the contract. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I have something to say. The contractor.
Good afternoon. I'm Robert Turner, the Senior Project Manager for the Abuja-Kano. We as the contractor are fully committed to achieving the President and the Honourable Minister's requirement of finishing this project by the end of April. Currently, we've increased our plant. We are up to 290 pieces of plant on site, which is continuously working from Monday to Sunday. And even at night shift, we are paving at night for the concrete to achieve this goal. It's a tall order, but we are very committed as the contractor to do everything in our power and in our being to complete this as requested by the government and by the ministry. Thank you very much.
The lot 2, we are pushing to get the job, delivered by December 2026. So that, if there is anything left, maybe beautification of the road, but we're going to do that. By next week, we are going to be meeting with the contractor to start the solar light. We need to start the solar light so that it can also assist you. We must commend, very, very highly, all the service chiefs, and of course the NSA. NSA has been of tremendous help, working with the service chiefs, providing security, providing support and assurances, and of course all the people within the corridor, and of course the governor of Kaduna State and the other governors within this corridor. We are committed to doing that which the president has directed us to do, and the Nigerians will be very happy with the endpoint.